In 2024, Jensen Huang stood on stage at NVIDIA's GTC conference and received a standing ovation from 20,000 people. His company had just become the most valuable on Earth. Every major AI system, ChatGPT, Gemini, Claude, Llama, all ran on his chips. But behind the applause, something dangerous was happening. Jensen's biggest customers, Google, Amazon, Meta, and Microsoft, were quietly spending billions of dollars on a secret mission to build their own AI chips, to make NVIDIA obsolete, to destroy the very empire they had helped create. This is the story of the most dangerous war in technology, and Jensen Huang might be the only man who can survive it. To understand why the biggest tech companies on Earth are trying to break free from Jensen Huang, you first need to understand just how completely he controls them. As of 2025, NVIDIA controls approximately 95% of the AI chip market. 95%. That's not a monopoly. That's a stranglehold. Every time Google trains Gemini, every time Meta trains Llama, every time Microsoft powers Azure AI, they write a check to Jensen Huang. And these aren't small checks. Microsoft alone spent over $13 billion on NVIDIA chips in a single year. Google spent $10 billion. Amazon spent $8 billion. Meta spent $9 billion. Add it all up, and the 5 biggest tech companies are sending Jensen Huang roughly $50 billion every year. That's more than the GDP of Iceland, Luxembourg, and Cambodia combined. But here's what makes this truly remarkable and truly terrifying for Jensen's customers. It's not just the money, it's the dependency. Remember CUDA from our last video? The software platform Jensen spent $10 billion building? That decision, made back in 2006, created something called vendor lock-in. Every AI researcher, every machine learning engineer, every data scientist in the world learned to code in CUDA. Every AI framework, PyTorch, TensorFlow, JAX, was optimized for NVIDIA hardware. Switching away from NVIDIA isn't like switching from iPhone to Android. It's like switching from English to Mandarin. You'd have to retrain your entire workforce, rewrite millions of lines of code, rebuild your entire infrastructure. Jensen hadn't just sold chips, he had built a prison, a beautiful, high-performance, incredibly profitable prison, and his customers were the inmates. If you haven't seen the first video about how Jensen built this empire from nothing, I'll link it in the description. Make sure to subscribe. This series goes deep into the most important power struggle in technology. The rebellion started quietly. In the boardrooms of Mountain View, Seattle, and Menlo Park, executives began asking the same question. Why are we making Jensen Huang rich when we could build our own chips? Google struck first. In 2016, Google unveiled the TPU, Tensor Processing Unit. It was the first serious attempt by any NVIDIA customer to build their own AI accelerator. Google designed it specifically for training and running AI models, and they claimed it was faster and more efficient than NVIDIA's GPUs for certain workloads. Jensen watched from the sidelines. He wasn't worried. The first TPU was limited, and Google could only use it internally. It wasn't a threat to NVIDIA's market. Not yet. But then Google did something clever. They made TPUs available to anyone through Google Cloud. Suddenly, startups and researchers could train AI models on Google's chips instead of NVIDIA's. It was a direct assault on Jensen's ecosystem. Amazon followed in 2018 with 2 custom chips, Inferentia for running AI models, and later Trainium for training them. Amazon's pitch was simple. If you use AWS, use our chips. They're cheaper, they're optimized for our cloud, and you don't have to wait 6 months for NVIDIA to ship you GPUs. That last point was crucial. By 2023, NVIDIA chips were in such high demand that companies were waiting 12 to 18 months for delivery. Jensen literally couldn't make chips fast enough, and every month a company waited was a month they fell behind in the AI race. Meta entered the war in 2023 with the MTIA, Meta Training and Inference Accelerator. Mark Zuckerberg, who had already spent over $30 billion on his metaverse bet, was now betting billions more on building chips to power Meta's AI. He was tired of begging Jensen for hardware. And then came the most dangerous move of all. Microsoft, NVIDIA's single largest customer, announced Maia 100, its own custom AI chip, in November 2023. When your biggest customer starts building their own version of your product, you know the war has truly begun. By 2024, the landscape had shifted dramatically. Jensen Huang was no longer fighting AMD or Intel, his traditional rivals. He was fighting his own customers. The very companies that had made NVIDIA a $3 trillion giant were now investing over $100 billion collectively to replace him. It was, by any measure, the most expensive betrayal in business history. 4 tech giants, $100 billion in custom chips, all aimed at one man. If you're finding this story as wild as I do, hit that like button. Now, if you've been following Jensen Huang's story, you know that this is the moment where most people would panic. 4 of the richest companies in human history are spending $100 billion to destroy your business. Your stock should be crashing. Your board should be demanding answers. But Jensen Huang doesn't panic. He never has. Not when NV1 failed. Not when NVIDIA nearly went bankrupt. Not when Wall Street mocked CUDA for 6 years. Instead, Jensen did what Jensen always does. He accelerated. In March 2024, Jensen unveiled the Blackwell GPU architecture, the most powerful AI chip ever created. The numbers were staggering. Blackwell could train AI models 4 times faster than the previous generation, while using 25 times less energy. A single Blackwell system could do what previously required an entire data center. But Jensen's real genius wasn't in the hardware. It was in his strategy. While Google, Amazon, and Meta were spending years and billions designing chips that might match NVIDIA's current generation, Jensen was already 3 generations ahead. By the time Google's TPU V5 shipped, NVIDIA had already moved on to something better. By the time Amazon's Trainium 2 was ready, Jensen was unveiling chips that made it look obsolete. Jensen called this strategy moving faster than escape velocity. If NVIDIA could innovate fast enough, no competitor could ever catch up. The moment they shipped a chip to compete with NVIDIA's current product, NVIDIA would already have something twice as powerful. But speed wasn't Jensen's only weapon. He also had CUDA. Remember, every custom chip that Google, Amazon, or Meta builds requires new software, new compilers, new frameworks, new tools. Their engineers have to learn entirely new programming paradigms. Google has spent years building its TPU software stack, and it's still not as mature as CUDA. Jensen understood something profound. Hardware is easy to copy. Software ecosystems are nearly impossible to replicate. CUDA had 20 years of development, millions of developers, thousands of libraries. The entire AI research community was built on it. And then Jensen played his masterstroke. In 2024, he announced NVIDIA NIM, a platform that made it even easier to deploy AI models on NVIDIA hardware, and even harder to switch to anything else. He was deepening the moat, even as his enemies tried to cross it. So who wins this war? Can Google, Amazon, Meta, and Microsoft actually replace NVIDIA? Or is Jensen Huang's empire truly untouchable? The honest answer is, it's complicated. On one hand, the custom chip efforts are real and growing. Google's TPUs now power a significant portion of their internal AI workloads. Amazon claims Trainium 2 offers 30 to 50% cost savings over NVIDIA for certain tasks. These aren't toy projects. They represent a fundamental shift in how big tech thinks about computing. But here's what the NVIDIA is doomed crowd doesn't understand. The total demand for AI compute is growing faster than anyone can build chips. In 2023, the global AI chip market was worth about $50 billion. By 2028, analysts project it will exceed $300 billion. That's a 6x increase in 5 years. Even if Google, Amazon, and Meta succeed in building their own chips and reduce their NVIDIA spending by 30 to 40%, the total market is growing so fast that NVIDIA's revenue will still increase. Jensen doesn't need 95% of the market. Even with 60 to 70% share of a $300 billion market, NVIDIA would be generating more revenue than ever before. Jensen himself put it perfectly in an interview. The world isn't dividing a fixed pie. The pie is exploding. There's room for everyone, and we intend to have the biggest slice. And there's one more factor that almost nobody talks about. While big tech companies are building chips for their own use, there are thousands of other companies that will never build custom silicon. Banks, hospitals, car manufacturers, governments, universities, defense contractors, they all need AI, and they will all buy NVIDIA. Jensen's customers might be becoming his competitors, but there are millions of new customers lining up to take their place. This war will define the next decade of technology. Subscribe to this channel to follow every twist and turn. Hit the bell so you don't miss the next video. Jensen Huang has spent 30 years building NVIDIA from a Denny's napkin sketch into the most important company in the AI revolution. He's survived failed products, near bankruptcy, and the skepticism of Wall Street. Now he faces his greatest challenge, a rebellion by the very companies that made him powerful. Google, Amazon, Meta, and Microsoft are spending over $100 billion to escape his grip. But if there's one thing we've learned about Jensen Huang, it's this. He doesn't just survive threats. He uses them as fuel. Every challenge, every competitor, every crisis has only made NVIDIA stronger. The leather jacket CEO isn't worried. He's already planning his next move. But the chip war isn't the only battle Jensen is fighting. There's another threat. One that could reshape the entire technology landscape, and it's coming from Washington, D.C. In the next video, I'll tell you about the China chip ban, how the U.S. government turned Jensen Huang's biggest market into a geopolitical weapon, and forced him to choose between billions of dollars and national security. Subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.